Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we matched up against 3 legend lockdowns on the stage in NBA 2K20, and we're here to ask the question, is it even that toxic? So, I hope y'all enjoy the video. If you do, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. Let's try to video 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. As for our lineup intros, as y'all can see, we got my boy Shot's top 5. I call him AK. He's on the PLAYSHARP at 6'1", offensive threat, sharp takeover. And at the 2, we have my finisher, for whatever reason. Now, for anybody who's new to the channel, I'm 6'9", and I'm lined up at 2. My boy Cook on the right here, he has a pure lock at 6'7", and he's lined up at the 3. I have no clue why this happens, and you're going to see in this game why it completely screws our game plan over. And that's something that we're also going to talk about in this video, as well as talking about the whole triple legend locks. Is it toxic or is it not? So just keep in mind, there's 2 different topics for this one. I figured this would be the more intriguing title, as y'all can see. Very intimidating here, I'm not gonna lie. They got the 2-way slashing playmaker at the 1. Then line up at the 2, they got the 2-way finisher, which in this game was the pure lock pie chart. I'll explain that as we move along with this game as well. And then at the 3, they have the rebounding wing, which as you guys know is the shooting and defense pie chart. Now, what normally makes this triple lock lineup so toxic, and on top of that, obviously they're all legends, but what normally makes this so toxic is that they have 3 different ball handlers. When we have this quote-unquote meta lineup where we have AK on the court who has 1 defensive badge, super bad defensive ratings, what they usually live and die by is just give the ball to whoever is lined up on AK, or whoever, you know, he has to guard pretty much, and they'll just rim run him, get their 2s, play good defense, and hope that wins them the game. Now, is that really like super effective? In my opinion, I don't think so. I understand it's very brain dead. You don't really have to think too much. Now on top of that, what they do this game is they go at me all game because they only have 1 point guard option, which was the 2-way slashing playmaker in this case, aka the guy in camo that you're going to see take the ball in the inbound every single time. Now on top of that, what he does this dribble glitch up the court every single time. I'm talking tween, dunk every time. I'm telling you, it's almost literally every single time he comes up the court, he does that. Now, it's up to your guys' jurisdiction whether you think this is toxic or not. Now, one thing that I really want to point out to you guys, look at this. So like I said, I'm lined up at the 2. This completely kills our game plan as far as screens go. Why? Because I'm over here trying to screen the dude in camo. For whatever reason, every single time, I'm never setting a screen on whoever's defending ball. And when I say every single time, I mean every single time. As you can see, the initial screen that I set right here, not facing the ball defender, and you're going to see it come every single time. Look at this. I'm setting it on the dude with the neon shoes. Again, I'm setting it on the dude with the neon shoes, and it's just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. I'm never facing the screen as far as whoever's defending ball. So you would think it completely kills our game plan, right? Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the accolades that pop up in the top right. Normally you get good screen, you get screen assist, stuff like that. I want you guys to keep in mind how many times in this game I got good screen, quote unquote, or screen assist. So, like I said, you can see I'm literally never gonna face the on-ball defender. I want you guys to keep in mind how many times I even get a good screen. Now, with all that said, for whatever reason, and granted, they probably don't know the struggles I'm running into. They're probably not focused enough. They're not paying attention to what's exactly going on. They might not even know it's a thing. I've known that this is a thing, and this is why I absolutely hate when I line up at the 2, because it completely ruins as far as like our offense goes when it comes to setting screens, because it just becomes so horrible for doing any of this offense of setting screens, because I'm never ever facing the right way. Now my boy AK was out here getting in his bag, bro. Like the fact that he was able to get open like he was in this game without any like actual screens, like I'm standing there, right? But if anything, that means there's 2 people who could double team him, and he was making great passes this game. He was doing everything he had to do, but I'm not even getting him open with my screens. That's the real struggle. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to break down this miscommunication before it happens. So ideally we want AK on neon shoes. He's the rebounding wing. The guy in the right corner is the pure lock. We don't want AK near the pure lock because obviously he has good finishing and stuff like that, good offensive rebounds. We don't want him near him. So, and then obviously I want to guard the point guard. So you guys are going to see currently we have AK on that pure lock. These 2 are going to try to pull off the switch, which looking back, we did not need to do. Now, me personally, I'm trying to play between the 2 and try to get a passing lane over on the rebounding wing who's flaring out to the left, or at least I thought he was going to flare out to the left corner. He ends up just cutting straight to the paint for whatever reason, and just like that, now I just kind of look stupid because I gave up the open 3, and they get the 3-pointer off. Now, this is the thing about this lineup that I wanted to talk about and to get back to the topic of the video, how I personally feel like this triple lock stuff is not even all that toxic. Now, with all this said, that was the best screen I set all game right there. That was literally the best screen I set all game, where I just literally could not set any big bodies this game because, like I said, just the stupid matchup stuff. But like I said, to get back to the topic of the video, I feel like the triple lock stuff is not even as toxic as a lot of people like to think, because really you can just take away 3-pointers from these guys all day. If your offense is still on point, now granted, that is the struggle sometimes because they have such great defense that you can't really get your offense going, but when you're as good as AK and, you know, we got like good communication, good chemistry going. Me and him have been playing a whole lot the whole like last month or two especially. So, I mean, everything's been going on all cylinders. And he's been making great passes, getting really tough shots off that the defense is not even really allowing him to get off in the first place, yet nonetheless he still makes it happen. But with all that said, if you don't have a great point guard and great communication like we do, it can be tough sometimes. Now peep this, right? I finally said a quote-unquote big body, right? But it's not even on the dude that I'm trying to set it on, and this is the exact problem of what's going on right here. The game thinks that I'm trying to get AK open by setting it on like lime shoes, right? But that's not even who I'm trying to set the pick on, 2K. Like, it's not what's going on. Now, with all that said, like I said, it's all IQ stuff. I see that they're still playing sides. They don't notice that I'm having this screen issue, but I mean, there's all types of topics that we're talking about in this vid. It really, really irritates me that, you know, this dribble glitch stuff is even a thing. It really irritates me that this screen glitch is even a thing, where I can't even set the pick on the guy that I'm trying to, where just because I come in and I'm lined up at the 2 unconventionally and, you know, not even trying to like cheese that way, right? I'm not trying to just get like a big body mismatch where I'm lined up at the 2 and I have a smaller matchup on me, because, you know, generally anybody's gonna be able to like switch a better defender onto me. You guys know the deal. It's just how it is. But with all that said, AK is over here getting off a really nice 3-pointer right there. Now they're going to come down, same exact thing. Dribble glitch, dribble glitch, dribble glitch. He was looking for the 3. I kind of stopped him from getting it. With his extra speed, I'm sure he's probably looking for a little bit of a 3 and knows with the slash takeover, he can just kind of get a bailout dunk, most likely. And if I'm going to play him high, boom, it's as easy as that. He's super fast. He's got great dunking ability. So it is what it is. Now, granted, I was playing really bad defense this game if you want to look at it that way, but really what I'm doing is more of like a contain. If you want to talk like football terms, like, you know, a QB contain pretty much, where my job is not to be getting sacks, it's just to be, you know, stopping him from running the ball. Where in this, my job is not to be getting stops, it's more just to stop them from getting 3s, because our offense is flowing really well. We were getting 2-point shots up really consistently. These are their 3-point looks and they're not efficient. I mean, granted, it is a wide open shot, but it's a pure lock at the end of the day. Now, speaking of wide open shots from a pure lock, that right there was one from Cook as well. He doesn't have a hot zone in the right corner though, and you know, the comfort level of that shot, especially when I have takeover, AK has takeover, it's not something we want to do. And I will say they definitely didn't test us too much as far as making Cook shoot, but peep this. They see his indecision to shoot, right? And they're like, okay, we got to make this dude show himself. So you can see, boom, they help off, double team AK, just like that. Cook comes out here greens. Now, that just shuts everything down that I just talked about, but you guys get the deal. So now peep this. He's going to come down the court, dribble glitch, dribble glitch, dribble glitch, right? And I'm holding B to not allow that specifically to happen, yet he still gets the 3-pointer off because he gets an ankle breaker as soon as I let go of B. Now, there's a couple different ways I can approach defense with this. Some people would say, well, if he's just going to keep on doing this and go all the way until he gets into the paint, why are you just not sitting paint? Clearly, he's going to shoot a wide open jump shot if I give it to him, right? So I got to play a happy medium. I got to play intermediate, you know, not exactly give up wide open 3, but yet again, I mean, if he's just going to dribble glitch me all the way up the court and I play too high, then he's just going to run right past me and get a dunk. Now, you're seeing I'm holding B, right? I'm trying not to get my ankles broke right here, because this between the legs absolutely does it. Boom, still get my ankles broke. If he greens that shot, like I said, it's just literally just getting dribble glitched all day. Now, with all that said, I want to get back to the true topic of the video of talking about why I feel like triple locks is not exactly as toxic as people think it is. And nonetheless, this is triple legend locks as well. But these guys were going straight at me, who is a lockdown defender with 31 defensive badges, as I'm a legend as well, which I'm a finisher, right? I'm not a pure lock by any means, and Cook actually is a pure lock. We probably should have switched him onto the ball handler in all honesty, but like I said, I'm out here with 31 defensive badges. I want to do my thing. I feel like I can guard ISO pretty well as well, but nonetheless, I was getting really bad contest. You guys get the deal. Anyway, my whole point is they're taking at me, a 6'9" defensive build with 31 defensive badges. That's not really toxic. Now, if you run it the other way around, and you can see we tried to set up a beautiful slip right there, and it just didn't really work out. Bad timing on the pass, but you guys get the deal. Anyway, if you take it at AK all game, however, and run triple play locks, and that is your whole game plan, is just to hop dunk the little 6'1" point guard all day, then feel how you feel. I'm not here to tell you how to feel about, you know, whether triple locks is toxic or not. I just feel like, from my personal opinion, for them to just hop dunk AK all game is still 2-point shots every single time. And they have to work for their 2-point shots occasionally. Now, with what these guys did, where they were just ISOing me all game, that's extremely difficult. For them to just ISO a lockdown all game and only get a 2-point shot off every single time, other than the random ankle breaker or just, you know, bad situation where you have a miscue on defense. For that to be the case, like, look at them. I mean, they literally got three 3-point attempts up, right? But one was from a pure lock, the other one was off the ankle breaker, and the other one was just wide open miscommunication. 2 of them probably shouldn't happen in the first place, and the third one, like I said, was a pure lock in transition. He was probably low on stamina. The fact of the matter is, like I was saying, on the 3v3 court, you cannot get 3-pointers off easy with that lineup, and to come out here and just expect to win games like that is really tough. So when people sit here and talk about the triple lock lineup, like I said, you guys can have whatever opinion you want. I'm not here to persuade you either which way or the other, but I will say, from my personal experience and my personal intuition on this, I feel like it's not really that great of a lineup, to be completely honest with you. Like I said, he dropped 17 on my head. Yeah, I was over here guarding him on ISO the entire time. I gave up 1 3-pointer as well, and then gave up another look off the ankle breaker. But I mean, look at their stat line, bro. Like, it's 8 for 9 off all 2-point shots. If we're going to get 2-point shots off, they're wide open slips. It's easy as that. And then AK still has really good opportunities to get 3-pointers off. And then Cook obviously is a pure lock. He doesn't really weigh down our offense too much as far as his shooting ability. And like I said, we probably should have put him on ball a little bit this game too, let him get some defensive run, use his defensive ability. But I want you guys to keep in mind, like I said, with that screen glitch, I had 1 screen assist all game. 1 screen assist all game, and literally touched the on-ball defender 1 time with a really, like, below average screen. Like, for me to line up at the 2 is just a no-go. Now, I'm going to try my best to precisely explain why this is such a problem, but a lot of times the comments get this completely misconstrued. They're over here like, turn your arrows off, it's going to fix it. Guys, I'm on offense. That's not how it works, all right? It's because I'm lined up at the 2. Generally, the lockdown on the other team is going to be lined up at the 2 as well, yet it's not because they want him to guard the guy at the 2. It's just how that works. So, to explain why this is a problem, the guy lined up at the 2 usually tries to guard the 1. So, in this situation, it is the slays go crazy, right? He was guarding AK all game, and I'm trying to set the screen on him, but it's my own matchup, so I can't set the pick on him. It's just super problematic. I hate it so much. I hate that this is a thing. I even made videos about it in 2K18, 2K19. They still have never fixed this problem, and it gets super, super toxic when you have an inside big who can't even set a screen in the first place. And to be honest with y'all, I don't even know how we won this game. AK was in his bag. Cook was doing his thing as far as that 1 corner shot. And other than that, really, I mean, they just couldn't get 3s off. So like I said, I just don't think that this is as toxic as people think it is. But to each their own. If you guys want to say that this is a good feat for us to beat, so be it. I mean, hey, I get my extra, you know, credibility for beating these guys. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. Let's try this video 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. If you made it to the end of the video, put shots in the comments to show your support that's made it all the way through. On that, hope y'all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.